Your mind is not tired because you work too much. It is tired because you think too much. This short story will show you how to find peace again. This is an inspiring story about the power of presence and the secret to calming a restless mind. In a quiet village resting between tall hills, there lived a young man named Leo who was just 24 years old. From the outside, his life seemed normal, but inside his mind, there was constant noise. Leo's thoughts never rested. From morning to night, his mind jumped from one thought to another. Sometimes he felt heavy sadness when remembering mistakes from the past. Other times, his heart filled with fear about the future. These endless thoughts drained his energy. He felt tired even without doing much. Sleep avoided him, peace felt distant, and joy slowly disappeared from his life. One day, Leo heard a story from a traveler passing through the village. The traveler spoke of a quiet settlement in the hills where an elderly man lived alone. Long ago, this man had been a respected psychologist in a busy city. Over the years, he had helped many people heal their minds. Now, in his old age, he had chosen silence, nature, and simplicity. People said that those who visited him often returned with lighter hearts. Hope sparked inside Leo. He thought to himself, if anyone can help me calm this storm in my mind, it must be him. Without waiting any longer, Leo decided to begin the journey. The road was long and exhausting. Days passed as Leo walked through forests, hills, and narrow paths. Finally, he reached the small hill village. There, surrounded by plants and vines, stood a simple wooden house. On the front porch sat the old man, completely still, eyes closed, breathing gently. Leo approached respectfully and said, "Sir, my mind never rests. I am trapped in my thoughts. I want peace. Can you guide me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled kindly. "You are searching for peace," he said. "Then follow me. I will give you a small task." He led Leo to the yard and filled a glass with water right to the edge. The surface trembled with every movement. Handing the glass to Leo, the old man said, "Walk to the far end of the village and return. But be careful. Do not spill a single drop." Leo was confused, but he agreed. Holding the glass carefully, he began walking. The village was alive. Children laughed, animals moved around, merchants called out to passers-by. But Leo noticed none of it. His eyes stayed fixed on the water. His steps became slow and steady. His breathing softened. When he returned, the glass was still full. The old man nodded and asked gently, "Tell me, did you notice the sounds around you? The people, the movement?" Leo shook his head. "No, I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled and said, "That is the lesson. When your mind is fully present, it stops wandering. There is no space for regret or fear. In those moments, the mind becomes silent." Leo felt something shift inside him. The old man continued, "You were not thinking about yesterday. You were not worried about tomorrow. You were only here, in this moment. That is where peace lives." At last, Leo understood peace was not something to chase in the future or recover from the past. It was always available, hidden in the present moment. With deep gratitude, Leo bowed and said, "Now I see. If I want calm, I must stay where I am, not where my thoughts try to take me." As the sun dipped behind the hills and birds returned to their nests, Leo began his journey home. But he was no longer the same man who had arrived. His thoughts were lighter, his heart calmer. He had learned how to guide his mind instead of being controlled by it. And that understanding changed everything. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to like and share it with someone who needs peace. Subscribe for more stories that teach, heal, and inspire. Until next time, stay present and stay peaceful.